मेरा टूटता है यहाँ में क्या सवेरे पलटता है भी जानूं तुझ में मन दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सच्चे संगीता है हर देने पहुंची susah pula sini tinggal next ke kedalaman open open dah apa tu juga ini keren seru 안녕하세요. 처음입니다.
Okay, I think we have enough number of participants and we could start now. So today will be the literature search workshop conducted by the three facilitators, which is Dr. Rosnani Ahmad, which is the Pustakawan Kanan, Bahagian Rujukan and Perkhidmatan Digital Academy at Perpustakaan Hamzah Sindut. And the second facilitator will be the Puan Tuan Tira Zawana Tuan Yaakob, which is also Pustakawan Kanan at the bahagian pembangunan kolektif Perpustakaan Hamzah Sindut. And the third facilitator will be the Puan Yusliza Yusof, which is the Pustakawan Kanan, bahagian rujukan and perkhidmatan digital akademi at Perpustakaan Hamzah Sindut. So without further ado, we just pass the workshop to the facilitator. So Dr. Rosani Ahmad, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and very good evening everyone. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting us today for our on-demand class, on-demand workshop today. Actually, this is our first class for the on-demand that is requested by School of Mathematics this year actually, right, inshallah. Our class today, inshallah, we will take around 3 until now is the 3:10 3:10 until 5, inshallah. We have 2 modules today that we try to share with all of you, that we're trying to teach you guys. Right. So I would like to introduce first our friends, our facilitator today. Me myself, I'm Dr. Rusnani Ahmad. I'm a senior librarian from Reference and Academic Digital Services, Hamzah Senduk Library. And today with me we have my colleague, Puan Sira Zawana, and also Puan Yusliza. So Puan Sira will be facilitate you guys for the first module, right? Fundamentals of information literacy skills, right? There you go. There is Puan Yusliza. You can see her face. And we also have Puan Tuan Sira, yeah? And then after Puan Tuan Sira will finish her scope, and then I will continue to teach you guys to share my experience, my knowledge on the second module, which is Literature Search Advanced, right? And my colleague, Madam Yusliza, Madam Yusliza will assist you guys at the chatting platform, right? Any questions, you can feel free to ask at the chatting platforms, or if you want to ask us live, so you have to wait until the end of the session. So we have to maximize the time that we have now today, right? So without further ado, Puan Tuan Sira, the floor is for you, Puan Sira.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining this session. Okay, before I start, I will share the link for the slide today. Okay, so everyone can download from the link given in the chat. Okay, I share the screen first. Alright. Okay, my name is Tuan Sira Zawana binti Tuan Yaakob. I'm a licensed librarian from for School of Mathematical Science since 2007. Okay, so today I will share with you all the fundamentals of information literacy skills workshop. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. My voice is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank
Clear.
you. All right. Okay. So I welcome all of you to this workshop today. So we hope that okay, at the end of the course, participant will be able to maximize the access to student USM library membership account. Okay, we really hope that student also can efficiently use library services within 24 hours, 7 days. And student also will able to identify, search and access a variety of formats of relevant sources of information. For your information, we have various type of resources inside the library. We have the printed material and also non-printed such as DVD, and also the electronic resources. Okay. Why information literacy is important? Why you need to attend the course on information literacy? Because it can empower students to find, not only to find the information, but you also are able to evaluate and to use, to manage, and also to create information effectively to achieve your personal, social, and also the educational goals throughout your study. Okay. For your information, we have more than 1 million resources inside the library. Okay, and the resources are consist of printed materials such as books, printed. We have electronic materials, electronic resources such as e-journals, e-books, and also databases. And the third type of material that we have is the media or not printed, non-printed materials. okay, such as CD, DVD, we have maps, we have microfiche, microfilm. So I hope throughout your study, you come to the library and see and also use all type of material, not only one type, or the printer, the books, or the journal, but you have to come and also see our media and non-printed collection. Okay, so how to go or to get to the library website? This is the URL. Okay, you should go to the www.lib.usm.my. Okay, for the introduction, we have 6 libraries in the main campus, USM Penang. We have 3 libraries. The first one is Perpustakaan Hamzah Sendut. It is opposite School of Physics. Okay, second we have Perpustakaan Hamzah Sendut 1, beside the Dewan Tunku Syed Putra, DTSP, the place for convocation. Okay, the third one we have Perpustakaan Hamzah Sendut 2, situated opposite the mosque, okay, USM Mosque. And we also have 3 more at the branch campus. Okay, we have medical campus at Kubang Kerian, Kelantan. We have medical library. We also have engineering library at Nibung Tebal. And we also have Advanced and Medical Dental Institute, IPPT library at Bertam. Okay. So inside the library, we have more or less 9 divisions. Okay. Some reference, technical division, corporate, circulation, and so on. Okay, this is the library staff. We have 51 professional staff and 125 support staff. Okay, we provided a consultation platform for users, live consultation. Okay, for the chat services, we have 2 types of chat. The first one is a virtual counter service. This service is available on Monday at 3 to 5 p.m. And we are using the Webex meeting. So if you want to do the virtual chat, you can join the session every Monday. Okay, the second one is the live chat services. Live chat is every day during office hours, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, the person in charge will be on standby on this live chat service, so you can ask anything that you want to ask. Okay, and then second one, we also have consultation. Consultation is by appointment. So if student have any problem in assisting research or any question about the research, you can make an appointment for research consultation. Usually we cover the topic in research tools such as how to use the Mendeley, SPSS, Word template, Google Scholar, Google Drive, and so on. So you can use this service if you need help in your research writing. Okay, this is the interface for live chat. Okay, this is the contact information for the library that I mentioned before. For Perpustakaan Hamzah Sendut, you can email. The email is there. Perpustakaan Hamdan Tahir at Kelantan. And then Perpustakaan Kejuruteraan Engineering Library, Perpustakaan IPPT at Bertam. Okay. Do you know that if you already USM library members, how to check if you already members or not? Usually, every new student will be automatically be a USM library members because your data already uploaded to our system, database system. Okay, how to check your membership? Okay, you have to go to the our website library and click log into your account. Okay. Okay, there is a certain library services that you need to log in order for you to use the service. Okay, okay, when you go to the library website, you can see here under this toolbar, there is a button log in to your account, and you just click here. And then you just log in with identity. You just click log in with identity. And then the system will prompt you to insert your identity single sign-on, which is the USM student or staff email, and then your password. Okay, after you put in the relevant information, you will be welcoming to this page. Okay, here you can see this is your account. This is the please make sure that your name is stated here is a correct name. And then you can see your summary. Inside your summary, you will see how many books that you already borrowed from the library. So you can check how many books you borrow from library, and with also with the due date. So you can check how many books in your account. And then when you log in, you can use the features inside your account. Okay, the first one, you can check how many books and the due date. Also, you can renew. You can renew all the books that you borrow. You just tick the button here, and then you can renew the book. Okay, you can renew selected only select a few books to renew, or you can also renew all the book that you borrow. Okay. Beside that, you also can do a reservation inside your library account. Okay. Reservation is only allowed for the book which is on the status circulated. Okay. If the status of the book is circulated, it means that other person is borrowing that book. So you can place hold. Okay, just click place hold. And then there is a dialog box to confirm hold. So you just click confirm hold if you really want to hold the book, to reserve the book. Okay. And then you can see inside your account, the summary. It will state here how many book that you reserve. Okay, if you reserve 3, we will state here 3 item, and it will appear here what book that you reserve. If you want to cancel, you can click the button cancel here, and the system will cancel your reservation. Okay, that's about the login to your account. And for now, how you want to access your resources? Where I want to access my resources, or anytime, what time you want to access the resources. If you are outside of the campus, now we can access the online or electronic resources 24 hours, 7 days via off-campus login. The resources is not limited to the physical contact to the library building, but you can access to the electronic resources anytime or anywhere as long as you have the internet connection. Okay. So if you are outside of the campus, if you are at home or at hometown, but you want to access to the resources inside the library, you can go to the website library and click the off-campus login via Open Athens. Okay, this is our website interface. This is the button for off-campus login via OpenEtern. You click here and then the library will direct you to registering here. You have to log in and sign in with OpenEtern. Yeah, you click here and then this dialog box will appear and you will have to log in using your email, USM email, student email, and your password. Only then you can access to the online resources from your home. Okay, so this is the interface when you are accessing the electronic resources outside USM campus. So from here you can see this is the list of databases subscribed by the USM. Okay, you can scroll down or you can type here the database of your favorite and then you can do the searching. Okay, here you can see this, there is also local content inside the OpenEther interface here. Here you can search for the thesis and also the exam papers. Okay. What is search strategy? Okay. In the information literacy, the most important thing is how to do the searching. Okay, you must have a strategy to do a searching so that you can get the result faster and very accurate to your query or your keywords. Okay, the first one, you have to define the assignment. Of course, you must have a topic for your assignment. And then you have to locate the resources. Where is the resources? Whether you can use the printed material, the online material. So you locate what material or what resources that you want to use for your assignment. Okay, for the searching purpose, you have to very carefully choose your search words, okay, or keywords. Okay, for that topic that you choose, you must list down what is the possible keywords that you want to use for your searching. The correct keyword will lead to the correct information that you will got later. Okay, and then you select the methodology and then execute the search. Okay, when you do the searching, the hits will be very few or very much. A lot of hits you will get from this searching. So you have to evaluate the result. Okay, you can do the refine. You can refine your search. Maybe you can limit or you can narrow it down to the type of materials, maybe to the author if you know the specific authors, or maybe you can narrow down it to the specific subject that are related to your assignment or your coursework. Okay, and then if necessary, you can repeat the step by step to get the result that you need. Okay, learn the effective searching techniques. Okay, determine the keywords like I said before. You can also use the paraphrasing or use the truncation, wildcard or Boolean operators strategies if needed. Okay, you also can use the basic or advanced search. If you use basic search, you only can use one keyword. Okay, but if you use advanced search, you can use the combination of title and author, title and publisher. You can use more than one access point in advanced search. Okay, and then you can refine the techniques. Okay, and then sorting techniques, gather information, and search for resources. If the resources is the printed book, you have to come to the library and go searching the books inside the library at the stack or rack that is dedicated for that books, and then borrow the material before you can use it. Okay, for the hands-on, we will go later if we have some time. We will go through the slide first. Okay. Inside the library website, there are 3 retrieval platforms that is available to use. Okay, here. The first one is the OPAC. OPAC is the online public access catalog. Okay, inside the OPAC, you can search for your printed and non-printed resources. Okay, the second one is Discovery. Okay, Discovery, you can search inside Discovery, you can search the books and also the articles from online databases. Okay, the third one, the repository. This is the material on USM. For example, thesis and also the teaching material such as the exam papers. So you have to choose what material you want before using this retrieval platform. Okay. Okay, here, this is the basic search. So here you only can enter your search term and click search. Okay, beside is the advanced search. The advanced search will look like this. We have more field here. So you can input different type of keywords here. You can choose, we have a keyword, we have author, we have title. So you can choose, and also you also can choose here and or not. Okay. Or the Boolean or phrase searching. The proximity is N5, meaning that the searching will search within 5 words, the nearest 5 words. Okay. Okay, you also can use the paraphrasing technique. If you want to use the paraphrase technique, you have to put the quotation mark, put the inverted comma in your phrase so that the searching will search the phrase that you type in their search hits. So you can see the search result here, market segmentation. Okay, here as a phrase. If you didn't put the inverted comma here, you will get the market and segmentation at the end of the title. Okay, other technique in searching also, you can use the truncation technique. Okay, truncation technique is the we use it when the ending of the word is replaced by a symbol. Okay, usually we use a asterisk or star, question mark or dollar signs. Okay, for example, for the word brand, we put the asterisk here, and the searching will search for brands or branding. Okay, anything, any words that contain the word brand will appear in your search hits. And also for the catalog, you put the dollar sign if you want to include in your search the spelling for British and American spelling here. So both spelling will include in your searching hits. Okay, so you can use this technique to refine your searching technique. Yeah? Okay, this is the example for the searching of the word brand with asterisk here. So you can see in the search hits, it will appear brands, brand and branding. Okay, all will be included in the search hits. And then you also can use wildcard. Wildcard usually can be useful when searching for information because they enable different form or spelling of a word to be searched simultaneously. Okay, usually we use the question mark, the hash symbol or the asterisk. Okay, for example, color. Okay, the search hit will search the both spelling for color, woman with the question mark here. So it will search for woman and women. Humor, also different spelling for British and American will also be included in your search hits. Okay, so you can choose what is suitable for your research searching, depending on your keywords and also what resources that you want to find inside the library. Example, color is the spelling and also the other spelling. Try to search for other resources. Okay, here you can refine your search by using the source type. Source type here. Maybe you want to find the resources from electronic resources. So you just tick electronic resources. Or if you want to narrow it down to your subject material, you can choose your subject. Okay. And there are lots more here. It is not captured here. Okay, if you want to search for thesis or exam papers, where to search for thesis and exam papers? Okay, if you are inside the USM campus, within USM campus, you just go to the library website and then you click the repository and then click search. Okay, this is the interface for repository at USM. Okay, here you just choose browse by types and then all the types that is available inside the repository will appear here. So you can see here, this is the material or the resources inside the repository. So you can choose thesis, and for the exam papers, it is inside the teaching resources. Okay, you also can browse or explore other types of materials such as the article, the book section, the conference, okay, video, and etc. Okay, if you after you click the thesis and teaching resources, okay, this is if you are outside the USM campus, you can access to the thesis or exam papers by using the off-campus login. Okay, here inside the local content, you can click for the e-thesis and also the exam papers. Here for the School of Mathematical Sciences, you can click here to see your exam papers for your school. Okay, this is the interface inside the off-campus login. For the inside USM, I didn't capture the screen. Okay, this is for the outside campus, so you can choose your thesis according to school, okay, and also the exam papers here. Okay, what else do USM library offers? Okay, we also provide a research support training to all the students. We have 11 modules and it is trained by the 47 professional trainers by the librarian. How to know the research support training? Okay, you just go to the library website and then you just click research support training and this interface will appear here, and then you can just scroll down to see the available workshop or training and you can register. If you are interested to join any of the course here, you can click register. Very simple. You just check your availability. There is a time here, the date and the time, the facilitator's name, and the course. Okay, we have 11 course, which is open access publication, Google Drive, we have Word template for thesis, we have Google Scholar, SPSS, and so on. You can scroll down and choose any of the courses of your interest and register. Okay, we also have USM Library TV or YouTube channel video. You also can listen or watch the USM Library TV. We have more than 188, and the number will always increase. Any video that related to the research support, we will upload it here. So go to the USM Library TV and subscribe to our channel so that you will getting updates every time we add the video here. You will get the notification. Okay, beside that, we also have free remote learning resources. Okay, here inside the research support training, there is online learning. Okay, you can click online learning after you go to our website and click research support training and then click online learning. There is a list of online learning that is available, and you can scroll down and see what of your interest, and you can watch the video and also the online recorded session here. Okay, for example, here we have live online learning, recorded webinar video. We have online courses or MOOC. We also have e-guides or NE tutorials, and also USM YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, this is the service that is offered by the library. We have circulation and reservation service. You can come and borrow the books here. Okay, journal on demand service and open shelf book loans request. This is during MCO when the student cannot come to the campus. But now we on the library, so student can come to our physical building. Okay, we also have interlibrary loan services. If you want to borrow the book from other library, you can use these services. We have also Malaysiana and archive services. This is a material about Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei that is stored here, and also works by USM staff. Also, we keep it in archive services. Okay, deposit repository here. Staff can submit the USM exam papers here, and also the articles written by the lecturer also can be deposited here. Okay, we have also user education service. Okay, we have also reference and consultation service, e-reference services, library research ambassador program. Okay, library research ambassador program, usually we collaborate with the student. And if any of you have some talent or expertise in some research tools, you can share with us by joining the library research ambassador program. We also have human library, postal book loan service, document supply service for article, and also the USM library YouTube channel. This is the QR code for our service. Okay, you can simply scan the QR code to access to the services that we have in the library. Okay, that's all for the slide. I will go to the hands-on for a bit of time. We still have time here. Okay, open your browser and then, okay, here, www.lib.usm.my. Okay, here you see this, the header here. If you are outside of the USM campus and you want to access to the databases, you have to log in via off-campus login. But if you are within USM campus, you did not have to log in here. You just go to resources and go to databases. Okay, if you want to access the databases, the journals, the ebook, this is all the online resources that we have. Okay, just go here and click databases. Okay, this is the list of the databases that was subscribed by USM. Okay, we have until page 3, so you can choose what databases. Okay, there is one that is specific for mathematics. Page 2, I think. Okay, here you can see we have MathSciNet. It is a mathematical review. Okay, you just click here. And do the searching here. Okay, this is when you are inside the campus. If you are outside, you have to log in, off-campus login, and then only can you access to the databases. Okay, for searching purpose, this here is where you do the searching. This is opaque for your printed and non-printed resources. Discovery to find journal or databases. And this is the repository to search for USM ePrint such as teaching resources, thesis, and the exam papers. Okay, you just click search here. Okay, and then you can browse by types. By types is easier. So if you want to search for thesis, click thesis. So this is all the list of thesis that is available. Please bear in mind that not all theses are already here because for the printed thesis, we will have to scan the thesis and it will take some time to be completed. But for the latest year, I think students submit the thesis in online format or in soft copy, so it is easier for us to upload. But for the later years, it will take some time. So if you want to access, you can just click here for the PDF. Okay, and you can download here lah. Okay, so you can see the thesis here. Okay. Back. For the advanced search here, okay, you can use keywords or by subject, title, author, and do the searching here. This is how you search for the material inside the library catalog. Okay, for discovery, okay, this is the discovery interface inside the discovery. Okay, here you can see you have Oh, so much, 2 million. Okay, you can limit. Here you can refine the result. Okay, you can limit your search to full text. Okay, just take full text. So the system will update your search hits. Okay. Still a lot. Full text. Okay, maybe you want to limit to what, academic journals. Okay, 700. Okay. Okay, you can play around here. You can limit by subject here. Also, you can limit by publication, journal, by geography, by language, okay, by publisher, by collection, and also by the content provider. So you just play around here to refine your search hits. Okay, this is the research support training. Okay, inside the research support training, you can see the upcoming workshop. You can see the schedule here. Okay, you can see the date here and also how to register. Okay, you can register. If you're interested to join any of this workshop, you can register here. It is a free workshop. Okay, there is a search strategy, advanced, searching strategy, beginner. Okay. So you have to see the button here lah. If the registration closed, meaning that it's already done. This is the yesterday. So only 1, 2, 3. 3 workshop available for now. So you can choose any of your interests here. Okay. I think that's all from me. Do you have any question?
Assalamualaikum. Everyone, you have any questions to ask Madam Sira? If you have any questions, you can unmute your audio and then you can ask her directly before we start to the next sessions for the next session. Tak ada kot Kak Sira. Alright, so
Stop sharing lah.
alright.
Okay, I will pass the session to Dr. Rosnani.
Alright. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, are you ready for the next sessions? So we have already finished for the first round, right? The first round. Before we proceed, I would like to ask you guys first. Please respond at the chatting platform. I would like to know just now, Tuan Sira already already tell you guys about the types, all right? The format, the resources that we have in the library. We have 3 types of resources. Can you please put the answer at the chatting platform? What are the resources, the format of the resources? What are they? I would like to know, are you with us or not? So, because I will proceed for the next advanced sessions, so I would like to know you guys, where are you right now? So, what are the 3 types of resources that have been told by Madam Sira that library have it in the library? We have 3 types of it. The first one is what? Yes, the printed, electronic and media. Yes, printed, non-printed, or media or electronics and electronics. Okay, thank you. Lujiari, also thank you very much. Fatihah, thank you. Okay, the second questions. Before you guys can access for all the electronic resources, right, such as the databases, the e-journals, the ETCs and so on, what you should do? What are the first platforms that you need to log in? What is it? From the library website, you need to go for www.lib.usm.my, right? Then after that, what you should do? That you need to have your campus online email and the password for the campus online email. Yes, off-campus login via Open Athens. The full name is off-campus login via Open Athens. All right, so the next one. She also have told you guys about the techniques. They have several techniques in order to do the searching, all right? So what are they? They have the techniques where you can do the quotation marks for the beginning side and the end of that sentence or phrase. And then we also have the function where you need to put the Boolean, the symbols of star. And we also have the symbol of hashtag. And they also have the and, or, and not. What is that? What is that, guys? Before I proceed, I would like to know, are you aware with those techniques? Tahu ke tak tahu adik-adik? Teknik dia tadi. Yes, paraphrasing techniques. They have wildcard techniques. They have truncation technique and Boolean operators techniques. Okay, well done. All right, so let's move for the next module. I will share my screen now. Right. So guys, as I know, there's a notice from your chat response that you guys mostly are undergraduate students. Am I right? Then you also are final year students. Okay, so what you should do right now is you are trying to do your mini thesis, right? Your final project or the undergraduate students, yeah. Inshallah, I think the next year you will graduate, yeah. Inshallah, inshallah. So, but then before you can have or you can design your thesis, so you need to know what are the things that you are trying to study. What are those resources that is very useful that might help you in order to do the writing part. All right. Madam Sira already explained about all the more than 1 million resources that we have in the library, right? Consisting of the printed resources, non-printed media resources, and also electronic resources. Okay, the printed resources, most of you undergraduate students, most of you love to use textbook, love to use a journal. And then nowadays, because the information is by fingertips, right? So you just type on the keyboard, then you can get the result as long as you have the internet connections. Am I right? So most of you, okay, please respond at the chatting platform. I would like to know, are you using Google or Google Scholar for searching your resources? You want to do your assignment, you want to do the mini thesis right now. So most of you, what are the platforms that you are using? Are you using the Google? Are you using the Google Scholar? Or you already use the library websites? Or the library resources? Or what? Hey, both. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So for those that already use both, Alhamdulillah. But then for those that still you love to use Google, yeah, I know because Most of the students, they love to search for the Google, right? But then do you know that by using the Google, you might also search for all the junk information. We call it as junk information. Junk informations where the possibility of the queries, the question marks of the authorities, the authenticity of that particular resources, the relevancy of that particular resources is being questioned. Okay, that's why if you are trying, you in the universities level, you are in the tertiary educations, so you must use the right, right? It doesn't mean that you can't use the Google, but nowadays the library, our library itself, we already have located more than millions ringgits, yeah, for the subscriptions of the databases, right? We also have provided you guys with all the electronic resources, such as the ebooks, the e-journals, the thesis, the microfiche, microfilms, and there's more. So if you want to make sure your thesis have a quality, so you have to make sure you are trying to assess and search for all the resources from the right platforms, using the right techniques, right? Using the right or the systematic searching techniques. All right, so now guys, okay, let me show you this thing. Okay, the first thing, if you guys want to search for all the library resources, either it is the online resources, the printed resources, or electronic resources, you can use all the platforms below here, the Chrysalis OPAC, Chrysalis Discovery, or Chrysalis Repository at USM, right? And then not only that, if you want to search until you can get the full text, yeah? The full text meaning that from the introduction until the references of that particular resources or the scholarly writing or the academic writings, you want it. So you need to go for the off-campus login via Open Athens. Okay, I repeat, if you want to get the full text of that particular resources, right? If the library have subscribed for it. So you need to go for off-campus login via Open Athens. So click that words, right? And then you need to, for the first timer, they will need you guys to go for the ID, the login and the password. So you need to put your campus online email and password, right? And then you can see here, they have two boxes here. The first box, which is with the words discover, it means you are trying to search using the Metacrawler search engine, right? What is Metacrawler search engine? In the searching, in the platform of databases, databases have four types. They have full text databases, they have directory databases, they have citation databases, and they have also facts databases. If you guys want to search for the full text databases in order to get from the introduction until the references, so you need to use several platforms. Sometimes you have a dedicated or the popular databases that you already use. For example, you're familiar with MedSciNet, or you're familiar with Emerald, EBSCOs, and so on. So you are trying to search in individual platforms, right? But then if you are using this discovery, it means that this platform, these blue platforms, it will try to search for all the platforms of the resources from all various platforms. Either you want to search from the MedSciNet, you want to search from the EBSCOs, you want to search from the Emerald, and so on, it will consist also there. All right. So the next button, you will see they have the next button here. The next button, it shows that you are trying to search individual platforms. For example, if you want to search for JCR, for example, Journal Citation Reports, so you can click for Journal Citation Report platforms. Most of the academicians, they love to use this platform, including the postgraduate students. Yeah. Why? Because this platform of JC. It also known as the, we call it as the citation databases. Citation databases, it means that they just provide to you guys the informations related to the metrics, citations. They have ranking of that particular articles or journals, right? So that one is journal citations report, where they also have all the informations related to impact factors and so on. So for you guys, undergraduate students, I think most of you are not familiar yet with this JCR, right? So this one is the second type, which is known as the citation database. Whereas you also can use, for example, this Discovery and also Google Scholar as the third type of format of databases, where we call it as the directory databases, because this platform of Discovery, it is when you put the title there, they guide you to go for another platforms, the various platforms. They guide you to go to the platforms in order to get the full text. But they don't own the full text. They just guide you. It is like the yellow pages or the directory. All right. Okay, that one, the third one. And then the fourth one, we have Bliss, for example. If you can see from the searching here, Bliss, this one is another databases, right? Bernama. Okay, Bliss. Okay, this one is another databases where this one is being subscribed by the PNM, Perpustakaan Negara Malaysia, the National Library of Malaysia. So they subscribe for it. But you guys also can use this platform by following all the instructions here. Not even that, by having these one another things they put here, ulibrary.gov.my, you also can use the PNM platform for all the online resources. They also have provided several platforms for searching, where all the subscription is by the PNM. You also can use it. But that one, you need to register with the PNM first, then you can use all the platforms. Okay. Then this Bliss or facts database, it is the facts databases. Fact databases, it only covers all the informations about facts. All the articles is about facts, statistics, yeah? Most of it, the biographies, the news, informations, and so on. So this is one. Previous years, we also have data stream, Osiris, and so on, but because of the budget constraint, you can't subscribe for it anymore. But you have alternative. Today, I will teach you guys also. Okay, done for it. Let's go for the next one. Okay, here, previously, Madam Sira also have teach you guys on how to search for the e-prints, right? But you also, the e-prints only consisting of the first 24 pages of thesis, USM thesis. But then if you want to have the full thesis, right? No need to come to the library, but you still want to have the full thesis. What you should do, guys, in the campus online platform, the open Athens platforms here, you also can see it here. Can you see on the local content? If you want to search for it, for example, you just click on it and then click advanced. Please follow my instruction, guys. After this, I will ask you. Right? Then next, just scroll down. You will see they have the details here. If you want to focus on the USM thesis for the main campus only, then you can search for the USM main campus. Or else you want to discover only the thesis or the resources from your school, so you can search using the authors here. All right, so they have the part here. Or else, the third options, you can straight away can search here. For example, if you have any topics, you just simply click, type the keywords there, yeah, math, for example, and click search, and then you will see the results here. As been mentioned earlier also, if you want to search for resources, so they have techniques. The first one, you need to identify first what are the keywords. Then you need to know also what are the platforms that you want to use. Then you can start to put the keywords. Then the next one, you need to refine techniques. Do refine techniques. Most of the platforms will have the refine techniques. Refine techniques is you are trying to narrow down your searching results. Yeah. For example, in the platforms of this EU USME Thesis, you will see it in the right hand side. Okay, you want to discover on according to subject and so on, you can discover it on your right hand side. All right. For example, if you don't want to do techniques for the subjects or author, you can also do according to date issued. But I would like to stress here that this USME thesis started to be launched since 2020, yeah, since the pandemic. So the numbers of the full thesis here is still quite minimal. But from time to time, they will try to insert more and more. They will upload more and more. Then the next one, guys, if you want to see the full text, so you just simply click on the title. And then what you should do, you scroll down until you reach the words view and open. View open, then click view open. And the whole thesis is there, right? You can see there the 70 pages of that particular thesis related to the topic, the relationships of cerebral and blah, 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 is there, right? So it means that this is one of the options for you guys to search for the resources in order to provide or in order to design your thesis. But you have to make sure, guys, do the benchmarking, not copy paste. Yeah, do the benchmarking, not copy paste. Okay, why? Because if you are doing the copy paste, you are doing an unethical things. Yeah, you are plagiarized. You are plagiarized. So please avoid it. Some of you, if you still want to use some of the informations in the thesis, so you need to do a proper citations. Citations can be in-text citations, right? Direct quotations or indirect quotations. That one you have to learn, guys. For example, if you want to put one of the phrase here, for example, according to this person is what his name? According to Sarojini, 2009, right? She state that, for example, yeah, she state that attitude towards maths or science also influence the students' achievement in that subject. So that one we call it as the direct in-text citation. All right. At the same time, after you have finished doing the in-text citation, you also need to put these references at your mini thesis at the end of your thesis. All right. So that is one of the tips for you guys. Okay, next, I would like to share with you guys one of my platforms here. Wait, let's see. Okay, so I have my own slides also, but then today I just want you guys to have a look on these methods, right? Okay, so here in my slides, I have this part. So if you guys want to do a mini thesis, so it is like you are to try to design a thesis. What is a mini thesis? Or in USM library, we have 3 categories of thesis. The undergraduate thesis, we call it as latihan ilmiah or final project. And then for the master student, we call it as masters we call it as thesis. And then for the PhD students, we call it as the dissertations. So they have different colors. Yeah, the undergraduate with the blue black colors, and then we have the master students, the thesis in the maroon colors, and then for the PhD student with the black colors, right? So, but your scope is, if you want to design the thesis, so you have to have several chapters. Yeah, several chapters. It will start by having your proposal. I think right now you are doing your proposal. Yeah, I think because you are the final year students. All right. Then what is the research proposal? The research proposal, it means you are trying to do a research that you are interested to study. Yeah. It is consisting of chapter 1, 2, and 3 for the proposal. All right. And then for the chapter 1, mostly it will consist of the introduction part. Right. The limitation, what are the research objectives, research problems, and so on. Right. And then you go for the chapter 2, where this is the place where most of the resources come in. Yeah, you want to search for the thesis, you want to search for the databases, ebooks, and so on. This is the place where most of it will takes more in the literature part, where you are trying to do review, do criticize. Yeah, all right. And then we have the chapter 3 for the research methodology. All right, that one is for the proposal. But then now our job is to teach you guys how to do the searching, right? To do the searching, you need to have your strong research questions. What is strong research questions? See, research questions, it comes from the research problems. If you want to do a thesis, so what are the problems that you are trying to do the research, that you are trying to dig more? Yeah, for example, they have a gaps on the mathematical areas. Maybe they have the math, science, they have the calculus, they have more topics, but then which areas that you are interested to do? All right, it comes from your reading, it comes from the reading, it comes from the literatures, that comes from the articles and so on. Yeah, the resources. So the words that comes that you can trigger for the problems are the gaps, the minimal numbers of studies, they have a negative issues related to this one. So there are the words that you can trace as one of the problems, right? Okay, then guys, when you already have the research problems, then it comes for the part where you are trying to develop or design your research questions. From your research questions, you have to make sure it have these 6 elements. It have focus, it's researchable, it's feasible, it's specific, complex, and relevant. Okay, for example, can you see on my screen here? Okay, let me maximize it. Right, wait there. Okay, can you see here? Focus, it means on a single problems or issue, because you are doing undergraduate, you are undergraduate students, guys. So no need to do a very broad topics, not too many subjects to study. You focus on a single topics or field problems or issues. That is the most useful one, right? And then researchable, it means what are the resources that you are trying to use, guys? Are you trying to use the primary data, secondary data, or the tertiary data? So the data types here, it means that for the primary data, for example, you are trying to use all the original artworks from the authors. For example, the memos, the directories, they have the announcement. You know? Yeah, guys. They interrupt me. They asked me to go out from the library. Okay, so that's the main thing. Okay, guys. Then you need to focus. You need to, okay, the researchable. The primary data, it means you are dealing with all the memos, the diaries, all the manuscript, the original artworks. Then, if you are using the secondary data, mostly you are using the textbook, the articles, that one that already been amended. The original artworks already been amended by the authors or editors, right? That one we call it as the secondary data. Whereas for the tertiary data, for example, you are trying to use the resources like biographies of biographies, index to indexes. They have many kinds of resources. They have more than 4,000 resources, guys. So let's go for the next one. The feasible. Feasible, it means if you want to do the study, to do the research questions, to develop the research question, to design the research questions, you need to see the feasible. For example, the time frame. 5 years back, 3 years back, what are the scope that you are trying to search after this, right? And then the specific, it means all the research questions can be answered at the end of your journey for doing the mini thesis, right? And then complexity, the complex one. Either is it the resources is already become a scholarly writing. So that one is the example of it, right? And last but not least, the relevancy of your research, right? So here, the example here, the topic, yeah, for example, the example of the research question. What effects does daily use of Twitter have on the attention span of people in the age group of 16 to 20? So you see there, they have the scope of Twitter, yeah, focus on Twitter, and then you want to see only the effects, right? And then you can see they have the range of group, age of people, yeah, and what the feasibility, yeah, the range 16 to 20. So that one is called as the research, the strong research questions. All right, guys. So let's continue with the next one. Okay. You need to evaluate your resources after this. After you get all the resources, then you need to evaluate it. One of the criteria is the authority, the credibility of that particular resources, the sources that you have searched. Yeah, the author should have shown all the evidence of that particular research. So that we call it as the scholarly writing, right? And then they have the accuracy. The accuracy, it should be up to date, guys. Please make sure. For example, you are mathematical students, so your topics is also quite relevance and quite up to date. Yeah, it differs from like the humanities school. For the humanities school, they still can use the previous back 10 years back, 20 years back of resources, as long as they can do or focus on their research objective. Okay, then the scope, you need to see the relevancy come also here. Yeah, the scope. Are you trying to search only the scope of math impact only, or you want to see on the medical part only, or you want to see on the performance of grades, or what? So that is the scope. Or sometimes you also do the scope according to people, right? For example, you just, your scope, your respondents is only the USM students from School of Mathematics as your respondents for the topic, for the thesis. So that one is also meaning for the scopes. Okay, then they have the currency of date. So that is the place where you can see at the end of the resources, or sometimes for the papers, they will have 2020, the years of publications. So that one is the date. Yeah. Okay. Then is it the source that you get also have the issues related to objectivity? They have the objective. Okay. This topic is a quantitative research. Quantitative, it means it use the survey, it use the questionnaire, for example. That one is quantitative. Whereas for the qualitative, they are using all the interviews as the methodologies and so on, right? So they also have bias and reliability. Those things also you need to search, you need to explore or identify it by doing the critical analysis when you are having the resources. You cannot simply use that particular resources or source without knowing all those elements. Yeah. And last but not least, the style of functionality. All right. If the articles or the resources or the source is well organized, it means